Hi guys, so I'm running a little late this morning. I'm now day 6 of my migraine. It is a lot better after going to the chiropractor yesterday. But of course it's raining, so that doesn't help the situation. But getting confirmation from the chiropractor yesterday that everything he had to adjust on me was kind of stress points. I'm forcing myself without actually forcing myself because I am looking forward to it. But a girlfriend of mine started a mom's knitting group in town, and I was originally considering just staying home and frankly sleeping through the migraine. But knowing it's going to be a whole bunch of women, and women, you know, support women and all this kind of stuff, and frankly I haven't picked up my knitting needles in a year, if not more, and that's a meditation of some sorts as well. I'm like, you know what, I just messaged her and said I'm waiting for some meds to kick in for my migraine, but I will be there. I'm just going to be a little late. So that's what's happening. So I'm gonna run and grab a tea on my way, and then I'm going to go and see a whole bunch of women, which, you know, may sound scary to some people, but I think after the last month of being home with sick children and everything, I think that's something that I might need. And I actually have the opportunity to go again tonight to another get-together. Because sorry, excuse me. Because another kind of circle of my friends happens to be getting together with a whole bunch of other women that we all haven't seen each other in a few years now. And I don't have class tonight. So that's kind of a cool thing. So if I can handle 2 in one day, I'll do that. Just give me a second.
Thanks for choosing Earth Morton. So can we get for you?
Hi, can I get a medium steep tea double with milk, please?
Medium steep tea double with milk?
Yep.
Anything else?
No, thank you.
170 German.
Hi guys. So I'm going home a little later than I thought I would be, but I had a great time at the knitting group get together, whatever you want to call it. Met some lovely ladies, and started on a knitting project of mine, which I'll show you guys when I'm not driving. But I dropped, one of the ladies got a call from daycare that her child needed to be picked up, and she was a long ways away, and it was going to be like 2 buses to get there, and I'm like, don't worry about it, I'll drive you. So I drove her there, and then I drove somebody else home as well. And we picked up Harvey's, actually, because it was kind of close to her house. So I have Harvey's now to eat for lunch at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Whatever, this is how things happen, right? But it was really nice to sit down with a bunch of women and just chit-chat away about nothing but everything, you know, one of those kind of situations. And I got Harvey's with deep fried pickles, because why not? Because yum. And it was really nice to actually be picking up my knitting needles again and, you know, keeping my hands busy. Excuse me. The hostess actually made some lovely muffins and some chocolate chip cookies, and she let me grab a couple too to take home for my kind of after school snack, because the kids get an after school snack, why can't I? Anyway, so it was a really nice time. I can feel my meds are starting to kind of wear off for the migraine, and this rain is not helping the situation. So I'm gonna go home and eat. I'm sure that will help a bit with the headache too, and have a little bit of a quiet time before the kids come home. I mean, they'll be home in less than an hour. It'll probably be another 15 or so minutes before I'm home. So yeah, and normally on Thursdays I would have class tonight, but we are actually online this week for this class because here's a cool thing. My instructor actually, she received a Women of Distinction award a number of years ago apparently, and this year is the 50th celebration of this award in town. So they've asked everybody to come back and kind of be at this one as kind of a celebratory thing, and it just happens to be tonight. So she changed up our course mandate and has put it to be online this week. And as a result, I actually have been invited, I think I mentioned earlier, to another group of friends to get together tonight. It just happens to be tonight. So today is kind of a friends-filled day, which is kind of nice. It's been a long time. So my bio dad is coming in to watch the kids for me, as he does on Thursdays, for me to go to class. But I'm not actually going to class. I'm gonna go see another bunch of women tonight. So it's kind of cool. I'm sure you can see I'm enjoying this. I just hope that my meds kick in enough so that I can actually go. So anyway, I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi guys. So I didn't actually finish my video from yesterday, so Thursday. It's now Friday. But basically when I got home, I was so tired. I actually stayed out till 10:30. So needless to say, I had like my evening routine and stuff to do at that time. Oh, I'm noticing I'm really red here. Anyway, but I had a great time last night with the girls. We basically all just kind of sat around and chit-chatted and got caught up. I mean, some of these women, I think it's been maybe, I don't know, 2-3 years since I've seen them. We were all from this one moms group in town, and just basically our kids have outgrown what the speakers are talking about. So we figured we'd get together and get caught up and all that. So, and then this morning, I was kind of hoping that today would be kind of a don't use my brain very much day because of the migraine. Thankfully, so far today, I've been able to kind of keep it at bay with just some arnica, but not other like migraine meds. So that's been kind of nice. So dare I say it's actually getting better? Maybe. But this morning, instead of keeping it easy this morning, I was actually out chatting with a neighbor of mine because it's a beautiful day today. And we suddenly heard like all this arguing down at the other end of the cul-de-sac, kind of the entrance into it from the stoplights. And honestly, it looked a little iffy. It looked like it might become a physical altercation. So me, I just went total into like social work mode, right? We watched the couple for a little bit, and the gentleman actually kept following. They would stop, they would argue, there would be a lot of really nasty words being thrown from him to her, and then she would kind of get away from him and storm off, and then he would go and follow her, and he did this for a good 3 blocks and was not leaving her alone. My neighbor and I were kind of like, I don't like this. So I drove down with my phone ready at 911, and my neighbor grabbing her stuff as well, because they were about 4 blocks away. So hence I kind of drove down there to be a little quicker. Got out of my car, like, hey guys, you know, is everybody okay? Miss, are you okay? Is there anything I can do? Can I take you to the women's center? Do you need help? And he started talking all about, well, you know, do you think that it's right that she hits anybody? And I'm like, I don't think it's right for anybody to hit anyone, but she's the one that has the cut on her chin, so that's what I'm concerned about. If it was you that had the cut on your chin, I would be concerned for you. but she's the one that is currently bleeding. It wasn't anything major. It looks like, she might have even just scratched herself while she was flailing. So anyway, I just suggested, maybe it's time for the two of you to kind of part ways, go relax, calm down. I watched them kind of separate, did kind of a circle around, made sure that she was okay. And then kind of, I went and started circling around him without it being obvious to him. Because I didn't want him to kind of circle back and try something, right? Well, apparently while I was off, because there's a lot of one-way streets around here, he did actually start circling back towards her. So my neighbor had jumped in her car by then and, was able to come up and, hey, sweetie, like my neighbor was just here. Do you need me to take you somewhere? Like, let's get you away from this situation. So we spent a couple hours chatting with her. I really kept imposing, asking like, is it safe for you to go home? Stuff like this. I worked a little bit of a safety plan with her. She was shaking at first because she was, understandably upset and adrenaline and everything. But we got her, some coffee and a little bit to eat and helped her calm down over a couple hours and just kind of let her hang out with us. There was 3 of us grown women, and as it turned out, she was 16. And yeah, so it was a different morning than I was expecting. But we feel we did the right thing, and she now has some tools in place as well. She did not think that she was in any harm's way, but she does have local organization phone numbers now to be able to contact if there is a problem. So I went all social worker this morning. So anyway, I'm just now going to go and fold a bunch of laundry, and then I can pack stuff up because my son goes to his dad's for March break. My daughter's supposed to be going as well, but as you guys know, she has chosen to not go to her dad's anymore, although she is going for his partner's children's birthday party on Sunday, so she's going for a couple hours for that. But I don't have to pack her up, so I have to go pack my son up for the week, actually, because it's March break. Today was the last day at school. So I'm going to go do that, and then we're going to head out. So we'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, so with my son going to his dad's for March break, I've just packed up his stuff for the week. Basically pants, socks, shirts, pajama pants, and underwear. Nothing overly special, but because he's such a big boy now, he needs it in a suitcase. So that's all packed up, and we're just gonna get ready to go now.